I can do most anything, and I can stand next to you and watch.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Open Arms Reactions. My name's Casper Fox, this is Mortius, and today we're back with Book of Mormon.
Today we are hopping into episode 3, simply titled You and Me, and then in parentheses, but mostly me.
Hell yeah. So it's gonna be... Yeah.
There was a joke that you made earlier. It was for patrons only, but maybe Pat can put the thing. When I was telling you, you kind of predicted one of the song things.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I was like, no, believe me, don't believe him. And they were like, and you literally looked at the camera and said, they'll believe both of us. But mostly me. And I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
That doesn't
I
count.
know.
That's fake.
Here's the thing. I understand that that's vague and, like, doesn't fully count, but, like, the, like, both of us, but mostly, like, when we start the song, you'll understand why. Okay. Especially because, to be complete... You know what? No, I'm gonna save that for the actual reaction itself. But there's another reason why it hit me extra hard. We did just get done with our longest Patreon exclusive kind of read-through section. It was like multiple pages of script that we got through. Do you have any thoughts you want to share about like the insight that we've gotten into some of their characters? Obviously, we talked about it while we were doing it, but if there's like a short condensed version you want to say for YouTube for what that's making you expect moving forward at least.
So we got like this dynamic duo who are polar opposites is kind of what I was getting from that, which I also said, and then also kind of setting the scene for how edgy, explicit this musical is gonna be with the whole African thing, which was
I don't know what you're talking
unfortunate, but like
it's all great.
Yeah, so, yeah,
and Casper chose a fantastic accent for his line delivery that is in no way problematic. Something about mockingbirds and dying. Anyways, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate all of you for allowing us to somehow make this our jobs. And I think without any further ado, before we say anything else we shouldn't, let's do You and Me, but mostly me. Oh, right. I'm so glad that they put their name on there because I would have totally forgot to shout out the animator, but shout out to May for making this one. Link, as always, in the description.
I've always had the hope that on the day I go to heaven, Heavenly Father will shake my hand and say, "You've done an awesome job, Kevin."
Nice, right?
Now it's our time to go out and set the world's people free. And we can do it together, you and me, but mostly me.
Asshole.
That's really funny, reflected in there like that. But, so yeah, we've got that. We also technically learned about his name off camera. So the fact that his name is Kevin. Kevin Price is his full name. Right. And yeah, I love the Heaven Kevin rhyme. I'm going to give you a little hint. That is not the last time we will hear that rhyme. In fact, like, I'm 98% sure he's only named Kevin purely because they probably had a hard time rhyming with heaven. Right. Like, I bet at one point they were just trying to write rhymes and they're just like, man, there's not enough good rhymes for heaven. Let's just name this dude Kevin so that we can regret him. That's a little slant rhymey there, Timo, but...
It's our time to go out and set the world's people free. And we can do it together, you and me, but mostly me. You and me, but mostly me, are gonna change the world forever. 'Cause I can do most anything, and I can stand next to you and watch.
And the fact that it doesn't rhyme is so perfect in the setting. Like, yeah,
yes!
Oh my god.
So...
Gorgeous.
I would like to apologize to you for something, but part of the reason I picked Price and Cunningham in the way I did for when we're doing our script read-through is because there has been a recurring joke ever in our Patreon Discord ever since we announced that we were doing Book of Mormon at all, that just the like, 'cause I can do most anything, and I can stand next to you and watch is literally just like how Or started. And like, like now, like not trying to say like, oh, you're just the second fiddle. Like obviously I don't believe that we are equal partners, but just the like the wording of the just like I can do most anything and I could stand next to you and watch is just mwah. It's so funny, and I knew that getting to the song was going to end up being really funny just because of yours and my relationship.
We can cover this.
I actually said that. I actually said that in the Patreon Discord, but I didn't want to suggest it to you because of some of the future lyrics. I really wanted to just make sure, not because it's problematic, but just genuinely because I didn't want to make you, like, I know when we are equal partners in something, it is very easy, like, I have the bigger channel and also like this, that, and the other. Like, I never want you to feel like second fiddle or anything like that. And some of these lyrics, I was like, I worry that if I pitch this as a cover to him and then he reads the lyrics, that he's going to be like, what do you feel about me? But if that would not contribute to that feeling at all, I think this would be a hilarious song to cover.
The world forever, 'cause I can do most anything, and I can stand next to you and watch. Every hero needs a sidekick, every captain needs a mate, every dinner needs a side dish on a slightly smaller plate.
Nice. I love that he's just going with it. Like, I really like that.
He's so here for it.
Yeah.
I want to bring one thing just for the people who have things in common. I don't know the order of when things are going to go out. I think this video should already be on my channel, but I made a video recently about, like, if there were like an official Epic the Musical product that people could like make edits out of, what songs I feel like would work best. And I just want to replay this real quick and just have you imagining Odysseus and Polites.
'Cause I can do most anything, and I can stand next to you and watch.
I'd see that.
Every hero needs a sidekick.
Yeah.
Every captain needs a mate. Needs a side dish on a slightly smaller plate.
That's just Odysseus and Polites, and no one can convince me otherwise.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty good on.
And now we're seeing eye to eye. It's so great we can agree that Heavenly Father has chosen you and me, just mostly me.
And then
Something incredible. I'll do something incredible. I wanna be the Mormon who changed all of mankind. My best friend. Something I've foreseen. Now that I'm 19, I'll do something incredible that blows God's freaking mind.
before we get to the next part, first of all, that whole delivery was fire. It also was a little bit of a reprise of, like, the I Want section of the last song musically. I don't know if you caught that. And also has some musical shout-outs to a song from Wicked. And I feel like you are probably going to be the only person in the world experiencing this show before Wicked, but we're gonna have to be, like, do it out of order, where I'm like, hey, you know, like, hear this song once we eventually check out Wicked. Well, You and Me But Mostly Me was kind of based on that one. Okay. So there is that part too. This next part has some of the craziest harmonies that make me excited for, like, if we do actually cover this. But first, I want to take it back just a little.
Something I foreseen. Now that I'm 19.
We hadn't actually gotten that confirmed if you're not familiar with the Mormon faith. So it's pretty much straight out of high school.
Oh, wow.
Like, well, actually, you know how they said that they've been training for like 3 months? Mm-hmm. So basically, like, the structure of it is like graduate high school, and then that summer you have like your training, and then that fall, so like when the school year would be starting again is when you start your mission. Right. So these guys are like 3 to 4 months out of high school doing these things.
Is the church paying for their trip and accommodation? And
I don't actually know, and I don't want to pull a Cunningham and just make something up if I don't know it. But that's a good question though. Yeah. I have to imagine there's some help, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I know like Mormon missionaries will still like get jobs and work there. So maybe like the planes are covered, but you're still in charge
probably
of like finding employment and right, exactly.
Trip,
I'm sure there's like an initial stipend,
yeah.
but then you're on your own. Because I can't imagine they can fully support every missionary for 3
same.
years. But I really don't know. So comment section, if you're more knowledgeable on the subject, please let us know. Cool.
I'll do something incredible that blows God's freaking mind. And as long as we stick together,
Nice.
I stay out of your way. We'll change the world forever and make tomorrow a better day. Mostly red. So quit.
And so not only is this kind of a like fantastic like rock tenor duet almost as we get to the end here, but also some of these lyrics, like as Cunningham is like, make tomorrow a latter day, and he responds, mostly me.
Mostly me. Yeah,
like,
but I'm changing me to May for that pronunciation is really good.
May.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. To rhyme with day, that's a good point. But and like it's kind of interesting though, because he was proposed as like this ideal Mormon kid, like the kid that Cunningham's dad would want. But here it seems like he's more interested in his own personal side, whereas Cunningham actually wants to make tomorrow a latter day, wants to do it a little bit better. Price just almost wants to impress God. Like it's a strange dynamic here.
Yeah, but I mean, valid. If I was the Mormon, I was like, about to say, yeah.
I mean, yes, but still seems a little more selfish. Look at
yeah,
I love the way this artist drew Cunningham. It's so good.
Life is about to change for you, and life is about to change for me, and life is about to change for you, but me mostly.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Wait for it.
And there's no limit to what we can do, me and you. But mostly
Nice.
Oh, he keeps going.
Ass. Dude, wait. Can you go
And
back to that
that's
final
that.
chord progression? Because there's one song from Wicked
Absolutely.
I know.
Oh.
and you. But mostly me.
You can't find me. That is literally Defying Gravity.
Yep. Well, so funny kind of thing there. Yes and no. We're actually going to have some interesting insight into an entirely different show here. You ready for this?
Okay.
That, like, dun 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 dun,
Right.
that you recognized. Defying Gravity is the Act 1 closer.
Yes.
So just like a lot of other Act 1 closers we've seen, it harkens back to previous songs.
It's a reprise?
So you know, well, not a reprise necessarily, but the same way that like Nonstop, like how it just like Nonstop in Hamilton isn't necessarily a reprise of any song, but it has motifs and notes and things like that returned. So that specific chord progression, the chord progression of the like,
Mostly
dun, 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 like bum 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 bum, is from a earlier Wicked song that is then brought back in the pivotal moment of Defying Gravity.
Okay.
And this song is more inspired by that first song. So like there's kind of a weird triangle where like you recognize that chord progression because this song and Defying Gravity are both referencing a song earlier in Wicked.
Makes sense, yeah.
So kind of interesting and fun there, but you're absolutely right that yes, that chord progression, like dun 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 dun, is very much pulled in there.
Yeah, dude, and incredible because like building on an E sound, like having the because you have
Right?
the saying is very impressive that he holds that. It sounds very healthy.
It's tough. That's part of why I'm being nervous to cover it, because that's going to be my, like, I'm going to have to do that at the end. But we totally should. I think this would be really funny to cover and wouldn't be very hard to do either. Like, it's pretty, other than like those couple crunchy harmonies that'll have to get mixed pretty well, like this would be a pretty easy song. So I definitely think we should do it. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section if you want to see us cover this song, or if there are any other, actually, no, I was gonna say, or if there's any other Book of Mormon songs you would want us to cover. We have now reached the last song of the show that I think I would actually feel comfortable covering.
Okay.
Any of the first three, I'd maybe be okay with, but I'm thinking, God, I just remembered what the next song is. Oh no.
That's for next session.
Well, thank you so much for being here for the second to last recording session we ever do, because when we record next song, the channel will be over.
Fire.
Thank you all very, very much for being here. Thank you to our patrons for making videos like this possible. Thank you for commenting down below if you want to see this cover, and also checking out our other content as well, because it really supports us as growing content creators. Greet the world with open arms, and as always, we will see you in the next video. Ow!
Hello.